Have you ever woken up and felt like your body just doesn't bounce back the way it used to? Maybe a little sniffle turns into a full-blown cold, or a few restless nights leave you feeling completely drained. It's not just your imagination. After 60, our bodies really do change. But here's the good news. That doesn't mean we have to settle for feeling weak or tired all the time. In fact, this could be one of the healthiest, most vibrant chapters of your life, if you give your body what it needs to thrive. Today, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you about something we all need but often overlook, our immune system. It's like the silent guardian of our health, fighting off viruses, healing wounds, and keeping everything running smoothly behind the scenes. But as we age, that guardian can get a little sluggish. The good news is there are simple, practical things you can do every day to give it a boost, and in the process, live longer, feel stronger, and enjoy life more fully. So, make yourself a cup of tea or sit somewhere comfortable, because in this video, we're going to talk about 5 simple but powerful ways to strengthen your immune system after 60. These are small changes, nothing extreme or hard to follow, but they can make a huge difference in how you feel each day. Let's start with something we often take for granted, what we eat. I know you probably heard you are what you eat 100 times before, but let me ask you this. When was the last time you really paid attention to how your meals make you feel afterward? Not just full, but energized, clear-minded, and steady? As we get older, our immune system becomes more sensitive to inflammation. And many of the foods we once ate without a second thought, like sugary snacks, processed meats, and white bread, can quietly stir up inflammation in the body, making it harder for your immune system to do its job. Now, I'm not here to tell you to give up everything you love. Life's too short not to enjoy a slice of cake now and then. But if you start adding more whole, colorful foods into your diet, think dark leafy greens, sweet potatoes, berries, garlic, and fatty fish like salmon, you're giving your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong. These foods are full of vitamins, antioxidants, and healthy fats that not only fight inflammation, but also help your body repair itself from the inside out. One woman I know, Margaret, started doing something really simple. She added a handful of blueberries and a spoonful of ground flaxseed to her breakfast every morning. Within a few weeks, she noticed she wasn't getting that afternoon slump anymore. Her energy was steadier, and even her joints felt less stiff. It wasn't magic. It was her immune system thanking her. But food is just one piece of the puzzle. Let's talk about something just as powerful, movement. Now, I'm not talking about intense gym workouts or running marathons. Unless that's your thing. I'm talking about gentle, consistent movement that gets your blood flowing and your body awake. You see, regular physical activity helps flush bacteria out of your lungs and airways. It increases circulation, reduces stress hormones, and helps your white blood cells, the warriors of your immune system, move around more freely. Even better, it makes you feel good. Truly, it lifts your mood, sharpens your thinking, and helps you sleep better. And all of those things are essential to a strong immune system. I once met a man named Bill. He's 72 and walks every morning, rain or shine. Just 30 minutes around the block, waving to neighbors, listening to the birds. He says it's the highlight of his day, and more than that, he swears it keeps him from getting sick. He hasn't had the flu in years. And science backs him up. Studies show that even moderate exercise like walking can cut down your risk of getting colds and other infections significantly. And if walking isn't comfortable for you, that's okay. Chair exercises, tai chi, gentle yoga, even light gardening, any form of movement that brings you joy and gets your body moving counts. The key is to make it a regular part of your day, just like brushing your teeth. Of course, no conversation about staying well will be complete without touching on one of the most underrated tools we have, sleep. Think of sleep as your body's overnight maintenance crew. It's when your cells repair themselves, your brain clears out toxins, and your immune system goes into full recovery mode. But the tricky thing is, sleep often becomes harder to come by as we age. Maybe you fall asleep easily, but wake up at 3 a.m. and can't get back to bed. Or maybe you toss and turn for hours before finally drifting off. Whatever the case, poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It weakens your immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. But don't worry, there are ways to help your body wind down naturally. One gentle technique is to set a regular bedtime routine. Just like children have a bedtime ritual, adults need one too. That might mean turning off screens an hour before bed, sipping some chamomile tea, or reading a few pages from a favorite book. Even dimming the lights earlier in the evening can help signal to your body that it's time to relax. And remember, your bedroom should be a sleep sanctuary. Cool, dark, and quiet. A small fan, blackout curtains, or even calming music can make a big difference. Now that we've talked about nourishing your body with the right foods, moving in ways that feel good, and giving your body the rest it needs, let's keep this momentum going. There's more to a strong immune system than just the physical side. There's more to a strong immune system than just the physical side of things. In fact, one of the most powerful tools for keeping your body healthy and resilient isn't something you can buy at the store or get from a doctor. It's your state of mind. Yes, your thoughts, your emotions, your outlook on life. They matter more than most people realize. Stress, especially the kind that lingers in the background, worrying about finances, missing loved ones, feeling isolated, can quietly chip away at your immune system. When you're constantly tense or anxious, your body stays on high alert, pumping out stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, those hormones start to wear you down. They interfere with sleep, increase inflammation, and make it harder for your immune system to do its job. But here's the beautiful part. Just as negative thoughts can wear you down, positive emotions can lift you up. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude, who laugh often, who stay socially connected, they actually have stronger immune responses. It's as if joy itself becomes a kind of medicine. So how do you bring more joy, calm, and connection into your day? It doesn't have to be complicated. One woman I know, Rosa, starts every morning by writing down 3 things she's thankful for. Sometimes it's big, like her granddaughter's wedding, and sometimes it's simple, like the way the sunlight came through the kitchen window. That small act helps shift her mindset, and over time, it's helped her feel lighter, more grounded, and less reactive to stress. Or think about the power of laughter. Watching a funny movie, reminiscing with old friends, even laughing at yourself when you forget why you walked into the kitchen. It all helps. Laughter lowers stress hormones, boosts your mood, and gives your immune system a lift. So don't be afraid to seek out joy. Surround yourself with people who make you smile, even if it's over phone or through a video call. And if you're feeling a little more isolated lately, you're not alone. Many people over 60 find that their social circles shrink over time. Friends move, loved ones pass, routines change. But human connection is a kind of medicine, too. Whether it's joining a local group, volunteering, or even just chatting with a neighbor during your walk, those small connections add up. They remind us that we're not alone, that we still belong, and that our presence still matters. Sometimes, the strongest immune system is the one that's nourished by love, laughter, and a sense of purpose. Speaking of purpose, let's talk about something that's often overlooked in conversations about health. Staying mentally engaged. Keeping your brain active doesn't just help you stay sharp. It also plays a surprising role in supporting your immune system. How? Well, when your mind is engaged and stimulated, your whole body tends to follow. You feel more motivated to move, to eat well, to connect, to sleep better. All the things that keep your immune system humming along. That's why it's so important to keep learning, exploring, and growing, no matter your age. Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to paint, or play an instrument, or speak a few words of another language. Maybe you want to read more books, take up bird watching, or start writing down your family stories. Whatever lights you up inside, lean into it, because the more curious and alive your mind is, the stronger your entire being becomes. I once met a gentleman named Henry who, at 68, decided to take up photography. He started with just his phone, walking around the neighborhood and snapping pictures of flowers, trees, and even cracks in sidewalk. But as he learned to notice the little details, his world expanded. He said it made him feel more alive, more connected. And interestingly, he found he wasn't getting sick as often. Maybe that's coincidence, or maybe it's something deeper. Maybe joy and creativity are forms of wellness, too. So now, let's pause for a moment and take stock of where we are. You've learned how your daily choices, what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, and how you manage stress, all add up. You've seen how staying connected and mentally engaged can become quiet forms of strength. But there's still one more powerful way to keep your immune system thriving as you age, something that often gets overlooked, yet plays a key role in how long and how well you live. Hydration. That's right. Something as simple as drinking enough water can have a profound effect on your immune system and your overall health. Yet it's one of the most common things people over 60 tend to overlook. And I get it. When you're not sweating like you used to, or you're not feeling thirsty as often, it's easy to forget, but your body still needs it, perhaps now more than ever. Water helps flush out toxins, carries nutrients to your cells, and keeps your organs functioning smoothly. And here's where it connects to immunity. Dehydration weakens the barriers that keep viruses and bacteria out of your system. Your nose, your mouth, even your skin, these are your first lines of defense. If they're dry or irritated, germs can sneak in more easily. Staying hydrated keeps those barriers strong, and your immune system better prepared. So, how much water is enough? It doesn't have to be complicated. Try sipping throughout the day instead of waiting until you feel thirsty. Herbal teas count, so does broth, or water-rich fruits like watermelon and cucumber. And if plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon or mint to keep it refreshing. One woman I spoke with, named Elaine, kept forgetting to drink water. So she set a little reminder on her phone every hour, just a gentle chime. At first, it felt silly. But after a few weeks, she noticed her headaches had eased up, her skin looked better, and she even said her digestion improved. It wasn't about drinking gallons. It was just about being more mindful. And really, that's what all of this comes down to: paying attention, being kind to your body, and giving it what it needs to carry you through the stage of life with grace and strength. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You don't have to become a health expert or stick to a rigid routine. You just need to start small. Maybe today you add 1 extra glass of water. Tomorrow you go for a 10-minute walk, or make your dinner just a little more colorful. Maybe you take 5 minutes before bed to breathe deeply, clear your mind, and feel thankful for one small thing. It's these gentle shifts, repeated with care, that build a foundation for long-lasting health. And here's something I really want you to remember. Age does not mean decline. It means change, yes, but not the end of energy, joy, or resilience. In fact, some of the strongest people I know are in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. They face challenges, heartaches, and changes, and still they rise every day with open hearts and quiet determination. You are not done growing. You are not done thriving. And your immune system, your body, your spirit, they're still on your side. Every single breath is a chance to care for yourself just a little more. So as we wrap up, let's take a breath together. In and out. Think about one habit from this conversation that spoke to you. Maybe it was eating better, moving more, sleeping deeper, laughing louder, drinking more water. Whichever one it is, hold it gently. Let it be your first step. And know that every step you take matters. If this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing you do to stay healthy after 60? Or is there something new you want to try? Let's learn from each other, because we're all walking this journey together. And if you found this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We got plenty more uplifting, practical videos on the way, all designed to help you live your best life at any age. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep showing up for yourself, keep believing in your strength, and keep moving forward, one beautiful day at a time. Here's to living well, living strong, and living long.